Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you are here joining us in person tonight, we encourage you to please take your seats so that the program can begin. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are joining us in person here tonight, please take your seats so the program can begin soon. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin in 3 minutes. Good people of Earth, direct from parts unknown in the Milky Way to our stage in Detroit, we bring you Galaxy.
Hello, hello. How many people are excited to be here today? Yes, thank you. I'm super excited too. I'm going to open up the show with a little bit of poetry, take off the stress of all the people who are about to come up here and pitch. Okay, so this stage, you're not going to be the first one. So today I'm going to share a piece with you all today. It's untitled. When you first decide to start a business, I imagine it feels similar to joining a circus. Exciting and entertaining, an arena full of ambition, somewhat saturated with clowns and acrobats, but full of opportunity. Joining is kind of risky, but it allows you to create something marvelous, to make your own mission statement. In the beginning, you are not really sure of your skills, so you're willing to contort your body for customer care, neglecting your schedule and self-care. You see that becoming a ringleader is not as easy as applying for that LLC, an activity only reserved for the brave. The cost of admission is high and the hours are late. It feels like a sideshow, a juggling act. It's your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5, but you still love the thrill of the ride. And then you have those days when you have to lion tame your liabilities all alone, when you want to cry because you have no You have no idea how you're going to make it by, but then you remember your why, and that helps you to survive. You realize that technically you have a town full of supporters, spectators, waiting to see how far you will go, how daring you can be, how you were brave enough to reach this feat. Leveraging your lessons, you begin to learn. You start to change your circus into sales, changing cost into cash flow. You let the tight ropes teach you how to balance sheets, and now you on your way to living in Google Suites. You become a magician. Tap to pay is your favorite card trick. Now you're creating companies out of thin air, pulling rabbits out of hats, sharing business hacks. Tell me, between you and me, have you ever seen someone turn a white box into a wonderland or transform a storefront into something worthy of Instagram? Isn't it beautiful how business owners learn to bend reality, turning blueprints into buildings, changing your hobby into your hunger, your pastime into your passion, ignoring the looks, embracing QuickBooks to Houdini into higher tax brackets? Everyone wasn't meant to perform, to stand on stage, to weather the storm, to be under the spotlight and pitch why this investment is right, but you are. And in the beginning, when you start a business, sometimes it may feel like a carnival ride. Some people will only see the amusement, but when your elevation starts to look more like levitation, people will stop saying that it looks like a circus and start asking you if it was magic. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Galaxy. I was going to summarize the 12-week intensive program, but I think she did a much better job than I could ever be. So thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. My name is Faris Alami. I'm the lead facilitator for the Retail Bootcamp and the co-author of the program. Thank you. Excited to be here with you and looking forward to, we have an amazing lineup of people that will be presenting to you today. I'm honored to be here with you and looking forward to hearing the judges' comments, hearing your comments, and of course, for those who are watching us online, watching your votes for those who you would like to see get some additional dollars. Just a quick synopsis. The 12 weeks is really intensive, 12 weeks. We met every week for a couple of hours from 6 to 9 or 5 to 8, and we just kept going. And they had to do about 15 to 20 more hours worth of work. So though for the family members that you've been wondering what's been happening to your loved ones coming to Retail Bootcamp, know that they've been giving us 20 hours of their week every week for the last 12 weeks. So thank you for supporting them. What I'd like to do is introduce you to our CEO, TechTown CEO, as well as Vice President of Economic Development for Wayne State University. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here in person, but we have other people lined up also from the TechTown Suite team, and they will be here to also to do some additional remarks. But with that, we'll just take a, I think it's 2-minute video from him that he recorded personally to make sure that you hear his message. We'll roll that. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's Retail Bootcamp Showcase. I'm Ned Stabler. I'm the President and CEO here at TechTown, and I want to welcome you to one of the most exciting nights of the year. Because it's such an exciting night, I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there with you in person, but unfortunately or fortunately, tonight is my wife's 50th birthday. And I figured for the sake of my marriage, I ought to phone this one or video this one in. So I'm sorry that I can't be with you in person, but I'm sending you all of my thoughts and well wishes and congratulations on this momentous achievement. I want to give a special shout out to all of your friends and family members that supported you along this journey. We recognize that entrepreneurship is a hard thing to do. You all know that. I think your families and friends know that too. And that it really does take a village. And so I really want to thank them for supporting you along the way as you work to create your entrepreneurial vision and bring that vision to reality. So thanks to all of them. A special congratulations to all of you for completing the boot camp. It is, I think We talked on the opening about you were going to get out of it what you put into it, that it was a lot of work. And I think that's all been proven right. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think you guys will look back and go, wow, this was a lot of work, but I learned a ton. Just like your family and friends have been there to support you throughout this process, you're a part of our family now, and the TechTown team will be there with you every step of the way as you go to turn this plan that you've created into reality so you can get up and going to create jobs and amenities and your entrepreneurial vision to bring it to reality in your neighborhoods and in your communities. You really are doing a special thing. Thank you so much for everything you do because we know that it's not easy, but it is so important to Detroit and to our community that we have great entrepreneurs and leaders like yourselves that are out here working every day to make our community, make our city a better place. So without further ado, let's get on to the important parts of the evening. Let's go find out who's going to win those big golf checks. And again, I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you in person, but I can't wait to hear who wins. And I'm so excited. Congratulations to all of the Retail Boot Camp graduates this year. I look forward to coming and visiting you in your shops, in your restaurants, in your stores over the coming years.
Thank you, Ned. Happy birthday to your wife, and I'm glad that you made it the right decision. So, although we would love to have you here, we completely understand. Next, we have Kelly Kowalski. She's the COO of TechTown. She would like to also say some remarks. Kelly?
Good evening, everyone. As Ferris mentioned, I'm the COO at TechTown, although the retail services folks on our team will tell you that I'm pretty much on a daily basis trying to figure out a way to join their team because I just see so much excitement and passion in the work that they do. They constantly rave about all of you, our entrepreneurs here tonight. And I can't wait to brag to Ned about all of the wonderful pitches that he's missing. That performance alone, oh my gosh. So just really want to thank you all for coming, friends and family of our entrepreneurs who are here tonight. Thanks so much for supporting your loved ones. I'm sure you've had a front row seat to how challenging this can be, and it really is such a tremendous accomplishment that you all are here. So congratulations to you, well done. I know it's been a long road, but what a party to celebrate tonight. So thanks so much, and a round of applause for our entrepreneurs.
Okay, I'll go back. Next, I'd like to introduce you to our awesome judges that they volunteered their time to be here with us. And we're so thankful for you to be in here because without you, it's kind of like half the program for the day. It's kind of like the fun part. And I'm excited and I'm hoping our goal, Christina, Carrie, I, and Latrice, our goal is that you struggle judging these awesome presentations. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to the judges and maybe each one of you could maybe say like 6 lines about each one of you, just so we can keep moving fast. And that will start with S.P. Thomas.
You would start with
Yeah.
Does the microphone work?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, what up, though? I'm S.P. Thomas. I'm queen of awesomeness of sweet potato sensations. And and Naturally Fly Detroit. I was a 2021 Retail Boot Camp winner of this same competition. So just want to say that, and I always look forward to having an opportunity to just judge and just to help people push forward on their dreams. So thank you so much for having me here today.
Lily Hamburger.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure. I am so excited to hear the pitches and just want to congratulate all of the entrepreneurs for taking the leap and trying something out. Just to have made it this far is amazing, so congratulations. I work at Invest Detroit in an office called the Business Support Network Office, which started a year ago, supporting organizations such as TechTown that create an inclusive network of small business support to help entrepreneurs thrive in Wayne County.
Erin Grant.
Hello, everyone. My name is Erin Grant. I'm with the Detroit Development Fund. I am the director of their microloan program. I'm so excited to hear the pitches. I really enjoyed my time walking around and seeing the showcases, so I really think this evening is going to be very exciting.
And Sarah Papalato.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's a better location.
Hi, my name's Sarah Pavelko. I work for Greatwater Opportunity Capital. I'm Director of Development. We're a real estate development firm in the city. We do multifamily housing and mixed use, so we have retail space that we're always looking to fill, so hoping to also meet some entrepreneurs that are looking for a place to open up a brick and mortar. We're excited to be here, and good luck, and I can't wait to hear more about these businesses.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you as usual. Next, I'm going to introduce Christina, part of our team. So the Retail Bootcamp team, there's a lot of people. So Christina's, and then we have Carrie. Not yet. Okay, no problem. So I'm excited because I guess that's why you're all here. You want to hear these awesome entrepreneurs' presentations, and Christina will help me get them up to the stage. So thank you. Enjoy. We'll be with you shortly.
Bring it down to my height here for a second. First up, we have Zianeth Adewale, who is the owner of The Damage Zone. Big green button. Big green button is
Greetings, I am Zanithia Dewale, and I have been a public servant for over 20 years for the state of North Carolina and the state of Michigan in the capacity of a mental health therapist, a correctional officer, and a child abuse investigator, which all qualifies me to be a responsible psycho to bring to you the Damage Zone. Now, you may be wondering, what is the Damage Zone? Well, the Damage Zone is Detroit's first premier rage room, offering unlimited destruction on real-life settings that deal with real-life stressors. At the Damage Zone, we cater to ages 5 and up of all walks of life. The CDC reported during the school year of 2021, nearly half of kindergarten through 5th grade suffer a mental health illness. And on a more serious note, just this year, a Detroit mother was charged with abuse and the death of her 3-year-old child. I ask you to take a second and think about that. Think about a place that we all can go and let go of our rage, our frustration, our depression, in a responsible way that may help us live a more healthier lifestyle. I'm glad you took that second with me, because that place is 15785 James Cousin Freeway. I purchased this building in June 22, and I am slated to open January 23. To date, I have completed 3 pop-up shops. I won a cash prize of $200 for a pitch competition, and I've launched my website, where you can go and book an appointment right now for our grand opening in January. With being a responsible psycho, which is me, I have to give you responsible projections. I project during our first year that we will earn $156,000 with 12 appointments a day at $50 per single session. Now, by the year 2026, we're gonna reach max capacity and catapult to our second location on the east side of Detroit, the Damage Zone Part 2. I told you I was responsible and a psycho, so I tell you what I've done as a responsible spender. I have invested already to date $73,000 of my own personal finances to bring my vision to fruition, and I'm gonna spend your $5,000 on security cameras, safety equipment, and weapons of responsible destruction. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, and your vote for the Damage Zone. Follow us on all social medias. Remember, I am Zanithia Dewale, your responsible psycho.
If I were to visit your responsible destruction zone, what would it look like?
I am so glad you asked. Like no other rage room, The damage zone creates real life settings that's at the forefront of everybody's minds of stressors. We have 4 rooms that we have a kid's room where it has looked like a bedroom where they can jump on the bed, draw on the walls. We have an office space for where the office drives us crazy. We want to rip up files and toss that computer and beat up the printer. And we have the junkyard, and we have the studio apartment. Because when we leave our heavy day, sometimes the battery's not working in the TV and the washing machine is making too much noise. So it is a place that resembles settings that you're used to every day.
Great presentation.
Thank
My
you.
question is, how will you source materials to continuously be able to switch out these rooms for your 12 sessions every day?
So when I decided about this business, my passion was to give back to Detroit all around and helping the people and the city. My sourcing is coming from donations and going to get bulk items from the curve and offering jobs in the community to re-entry programs to clean those items up. So it is constantly picking up trash. What some people trash is a treasure for the damage zone, and to let go of your stress on. So it is twofold of a business, to help the city stay clean and to help our minds be free.
Okay, well, last question, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. I'm excited about this business. I think it's something that the world needs, a place to safely let go, and a great idea with the recycling. You mentioned, can you say one more time, what is the cost per session?
So the cost per session is $50, and it's for 30 minutes of unlimited breaking. But if you go and book now, our January special is $40.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, that was not my question. But okay.
All right, next up we have Ezekiel Evans, owner of Black Rose Gallery.
Hello, I'm Zeke Evans. My wife and I are the owners of Black Rose Gallery. Unlike any other gallery, we're not just a place for you to buy art. We want you to have an experience with the artists as well as the customers. We want you to we're not just a place. A lot of galleries focus on experienced artists. Remember, you crawl before you walk. When it comes to art, it has the ability to evoke emotions. Whether your style is painting, photography, sculpture, whether it's backed by rage or even passion. It all can be converted into a form of art, and together we can unbox it to the world for all to see. You see, when we were kids, art brought us joy, and that's what we want to do. With just a little bit of paint can provide a smile to a person's life or an area where one resides in. Now, in order for us to make this happen, we had to first put together a team of individuals to fill the holes of where we're lacking in. Myself, being self-taught, my wife attending WC3 art classes. So we had to put together a team of people, 20 years of owning their own galleries, painters, photographers, sculptors, 40 years combined in this industry. Now, in addition to building the team, we also purchased a building, 16136 Plymouth. With a simple mural on the side of the building with smiling faces can inspire a community. Now on the inside, we have a photography studio that would do 2 sessions per week for 49 weeks, 500 per session. We have retail, we could get your art items to increase your creativity and much more. We have a gallery that's gonna run all year, alternating months for exhibitions. All the walls can be removed for the space to be rented out for events, weddings, speaking forums, and so forth. 2 events per week, 24 weeks, 800 per event. Now, with us starting in the spring of 2023, we're projecting to do 300,000, and we're gonna progressively grow from then on. More sessions, more events, bigger exhibitions. Now, when I get the $5,000, I'm going to invest in a security system to protect my patrons, my artists, and their creations as well. Now, we got the team, we've got the location, we got the drive, and we got the traction, and we want you to come join us at the gallery. We will have year-round events, workshops, and private tours by appointment only. I would like to thank y'all for taking time out to hear me out. Once again, my name is Zeke Evans.
We'll take 2 minutes for questions. Judges?
How will you find your artists to showcase in your gallery?
How will we find the artists?
Yeah.
We'll reach out to them by way of social media, word of mouth, engagements in the event, the community, so forth. Word of mouth as well. I can't remember if I mentioned that already, though, but yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for that presentation. Who's your target customer?
Inner city, 35 to 50, income, 80,000. Yes, art lovers, home decorators, and so forth, yes.
I'm always excited about a space for the arts in Detroit, so I love the idea. Thanks for the presentation. Can you clarify for us a little bit the business model? So you're providing a space for artists to show their things, retail their work, and you're also going to make revenue on events. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And each entity will be able to stand alone, but they will work together to make sure the structure stands. Yes.
And would you be taking any percentage from an artist's sales or anything like that? As how does the gallery work?
Yes, it will be. It depends on what me and the artists work out with our contracts. We talked to a number of artists. I got their views, their likes and dislikes on galleries. Some like consignment, some don't. So it depends on what me and that artist talk about. That's what we're going to work out. Yes.
Okay, got it. And how about the photography studio? How does that fit in?
Yes, that's also to say we have a plan for what each session costs. We got food, commercial. You could do a wedding. Do you want a single photo? Do you want a package deal? Each one has a different price. Some of them from $50 can range up to $2,000.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next up, we have Jennifer Oprish, owner of Zen Novelties.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer Oprish, founder of Zen Novelties. My why has always been to connect and help people. I'm a nonprofit development director by day, and by night, I'm the creator of Zen Novelties. We craft semi-precious gemstone jewelry, body care items, and art. We've been at pop-ups, farmers markets, and photography exhibits, including 2 photography exhibitions with the Paducci Society. We strive to connect the mind, body, and soul. I started Zen Novelties as a hobby, making mala-inspired jewelry and personal mantras for self-care. To me, malachite represented strength, and the lotus flower represented beauty coming from murky waters. Each piece has a story that lasts long after the container is repurposed. I do this because it's my self-care, and I do this for you. Everyone needs a little help from time to time to empower them through a breakup or a death, help alleviate RA pain, or feel something that touches your soul. Our revenue projections consist of 3 phases, with a continuous 30% growth with each phase. In phase 1, we currently profit from selling jewelry, body care, and art. In phase 2, new revenue will come from an e-commerce website and by promoting local businesses. In phase 3, we will open a brick and mortar and profit from renting art space, workshops, and memberships. With an average sale of $50, we grossed over $17,000 the first few years in business. After reopening in August 2022, we will close the year with $5,000. In phase 2, 2023, revenue will increase to $33,000 by increasing our pop-up shows by 60%, and from the e-commerce website and promotion of other local businesses. In phase 3, 2024, we'll earn $90,000 with opening a brick and mortar. New revenue will consist of commission from art shows, workshops, and memberships. In 2025, we'll earn $134,000 by scaling all 7 revenue sources. In phase 3, 2024, we'll open a new center. The location is yet to be determined, but our spatial need is approximately 2,000 to 4,000 square feet. But don't let this big space scare you. It will be full of local products, artisans working and sharing ideas, art shows, and community members gathering and connecting. When you invest in $5,000 in Zen Novelties, we'll hire a local Detroit artist, Abby, to build a website and help us with a marketing plan. Thank you for connecting with me. Now I ask you this: what do you do for self-care? And if you want to talk about it, you can reach me here. And 10% of all proceeds go to nonprofits. So tonight, all of your sales, 10% of all of the sales tonight went to American Diabetes Association. November is Diabetes Awareness Month.
Thank you. We'll take 2 minutes for questions.
Thank you so much for your presentation, really solid. Can you speak more about the membership aspect of your business, and a follow-up question, why a brick and mortar?
Excellent question. So I'm envisioning not only a spot to share my products, but also to elevate the community and for them to share their products as well. I've spent the last 10 years in development working with nonprofits in Detroit, and I truly believe that art, culture, and local products are what's going to stimulate the economy and help us stay connected with each other. And so when it comes to membership, that will look like a few different ways. It'll be $20 a month to start off with, and membership will allow you to come into the shop, have your own little workspace for a few hours, do whatever you want to do, even working. Like, the pandemic has taught us that one thing, we can work from home. However, the trade-off with that is we work from home, we don't get as socialized, it gets daunting. And so I want to offer a space where folks can come in, work, shop, play, a great community center where, I not only can sell my products and showcase my art and do what I love, but I also want other people to do that too.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have Kathy English, owner of A Lotta Locks Hair Suite.
Are you a man, woman, or child who has multi-textured natural hair and you're looking for a salon that better caters to you and your overall health of natural hair without the use of chemicals? If you answered yes, then A Lotta Locks is for you. Hi, I'm Kathy English, CEO of A Lotta Locks, a natural hair salon that caters to everyone. I have 7 years experience in natural hair care. I am a published author of 2 books, and I have mentored and trained natural hairstylists for many years. I created this brand because I want to give back to the community and do my part in providing natural hair care. At our current location, we provide services for everyone. We service over 300 clients coming from 9 states and Canada. Our team of A Lotta Locks, at our current location, we provide services for all ages, servicing over 300 clients with hopes of getting a brick and mortar with getting a brick and mortar and relocating to Detroit. Our price per services range from $65 to $2,000, and we also offer virtual services. When clients come see us, they have an elevation in self-esteem, pride, self-confidence, and feeling naturally beautiful. We started in 2019 at $25,000. In 2021, we increased our sales to $85,000, and that was from creating more services, selling products, and offering more services. In 2023, with hopes of scaling and bringing in more revenue, we hope to gain up to $165,000. Moving to the University of Detroit location, we hope to gain a bigger operating space. This will help us bring in more jobs to the community. It would also help us with a larger operating space and create more jobs in the city. With the $5,000 funding from RBC, we will purchase new salon equipment, invest in marketing and branding tools to expand our brand. Thank you. Stay connected. Book your next appointment with a lot of locks and vote for us. Thank you.
Take 2 minutes for questions. Judges?
Great job with the pitch.
Thank you.
Breathe. I am curious about your marketing plan because you mentioned that's how you would spend the money, and also because you're opening a new salon in an area where there are many and people have choices, and you're doing something unique, but how will you market your business?
Well, currently we are marketing our businesses through social media. So that's Facebook, Instagram. We have a host of clients coming from all over, from Atlanta, from California, Canada. So word of mouth, everybody, they see the locks, they see the services. Why not?
Hey, Kathy, you did a good job. You did a good job. Relax, you did good. My question is, how many stylists do you have in your salon currently, and what additional services will you be offering?
So currently we have 6 stylists, and my 6th stylist is a special stylist. She is our junior stylist. So we offer a mentorship for locticians who are getting started, and with our junior stylists that are inspiring to work with us, we offer an apprenticeship program. So with all of that, we are providing the tools and giving them information to be better at the craft, and that is providing natural hair care services to the community.
Okay. Thank you so much. For those who are still watching us at home, I just want to kindly remind you that shortly we'll be getting to ask for your vote, so please stick around for that. For those who are here with us, as just a friendly reminder, as you can see, we're just getting started, and it's 3 minutes for their presentations and 2 minutes for Q&A, and we move pretty quick. So I hope you're enjoying it, and it's just getting as we keep rolling, so just keep giving them that love. Thank you very much. With that, Christina.
All right, next up is Keena Abrams, owner of Aesthetic Beads and Essentials.
Meet 2 toddlers who we'll call TNT. They suffer with a condition called atopic dermatitis, also known as eczema. These are debilitating symptoms that are, that are met with such issues as itchy, inflamed skin, cracked skin, and dry skin and oozing. Imagine being at your wit's end, desperately wanting to find a cure to stop these sufferings from these little boys. Imagine their lack of sleep and your lack of sleep. Imagine spending thousands of dollars on prescription drugs with harmful side effects, drugs that treat the symptoms but not the cause. Good evening, everyone. I am Kina Abrams, owner of Aesthetic Beads and Essentials, and I am the mother of those two precious toddlers. In 2018, Aesthetic Beads was born out of my passion to solve my son's skin issues myself. After years of research and experimentations, I formulated and perfected unique multi-purpose healing balms, moisturizing salves, itch-relieving salves and sprays, and soaps and body butters. We are currently rebranding our company, but we will still carry our popular biodegradable, eco-friendly rock amber, hematite, and lava diffuser bracelets, hence the name Aesthetic Beads. In the US, 31 million people suffer with at least one form of eczema, and that's 1 in 10 Americans. And with our non-toxic, perfume-free, dye-free products that actually target this segment of consumers, this would be our target market because of the people suffering. We currently operate as a pop-up at trade shows, convention centers, and summits. And we even have a participation and partnership with an out-of-state company who white labeled 2 of our products. To date, our lifetime revenue since the conception of our business is at $84,000. We have served over 4,600 customers, and we are projected by year end of 2023 to make well over $100,000. We are getting larger orders. We're getting larger orders, and we have currently outgrown our home-based lab and our facility. We are searching for a brick and mortar in the New Center area, as we know that it is the hub for tourists, professionals, students, and it will be a lot of foot traffic, so it'll give us brand exposure as well as new customers. But we need your help. And with the $5,000 seed grant, we will work with a marketing company to rebrand and repackage our products. We will start the product certification for our popular medicinal skin cream and also work on getting a portable POS system.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll take a couple of minutes for questions. A couple of questions.
Okay, I appreciate this product. I will be buying it. I'm your target customer with all the skin issues. So thanks for creating it. I'm wondering, because you spoke about white labeling, if you see in your business's future more business-to-business revenue or more business direct-to-consumer revenue, and how your brick and mortar plays into that.
Actually, thank you for the question. I do see myself currently right now, I won't name the name, but I've been able to meet with a buyer to offer my aloe soap products, and I've been given a yes, so I'm working on that part of the product and repackaging, but I do see myself moving close to having some of the products on retail shelves. And as far as the brick and mortar, can you repeat that question?
Just wondering how direct-to-consumer plays into your projections for how you're going to grow the business.
Well, right now, because we do large-scale vendor events and pop-ups, like there's vendor events where we're one of 15 vendors, and it's usually 15,000 or 10,000 people registered. So we have a lot of repeat customers, and that has really played a significant part of our revenue, probably almost 50% of what we make.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, next up is Sierra McFarland, owner of Birdie Mae's Brunch Bar.
Good evening. My name is Sierra McFarland. I am a foodie, a mother, a workforce development professional, and I am the great-granddaughter of Birdie Mae McFarland. And I present to you Birdie Mae's Brunch Bar. Birdie Mae McFarland was my great-grandmother, and growing up in her kitchen, she would give me fried chicken at 9 o'clock in the morning if I wanted. And that inspired me to open up a brunch bar, besides the fact that I'm a foodie. Together with my executive partner, Chef Legitra Jackson, we plan to bring the city of Detroit Birdie Mae's Brunch Bar. Our areas of focus include partnerships to provide jobs, 19 jobs specifically, both part-time and full-time. We've also acquired a property which we are in the process of rehabbing, and it was previously blighted. It is located at 17330 Woodward Avenue. We are adjacent to Highland Park, 5 minutes from Ferndale, and right across from Palmer Park. Our total project costs include $145,000, which will also feature our build out for our patio. So we have 4 revenue streams, which will include carry out, outbound hospitality services, dine in, and also private events. So our financial projections have us landing somewhere around $750,000 in our first year. I'm a bartender, so over the past 2 years, I've worked in the bar scene, and I've gotten the opportunity to really understand the business and understand how to properly leverage every avenue possible to make the most money. And that's because we really want to make sure that we're hiring people and giving them a good wage. Our average check will be $65 per person. And again, that's with cocktails, brunch, hospitality services, carry out, and private events. With this award, we will use it to cover the cost of our permits and inspections because we're actually in our first phase of our design. We are on Instagram as Birdie Mae's Brunch Bar 313, and our website is www.birdiemaesdetroit.com. Please like and share. And also, are you pro brunch? Vote for brunch.
Questions? Go ahead.
Well, my first question was that your, the bites that were right out by this door, was that, I'm trying to,
we were located in the back.
In the back, got it, okay. I couldn't remember who's, well, the food was delicious, so thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you mentioned this, but do you, are you able to share where you are looking to open up, or do you have a general neighborhood, and how did you select it?
So we're at 17330 Woodward Avenue. We have a space. We're going through the design process, and we're directly across from Palmer Park, adjacent to Highland Park, 5 minutes from Ferndale. It's a beautiful location. We have our own parking lot. We're doing the outdoor patio build out.
What's the square footage of your building?
So the actual brick and mortar space is 1,500 square feet.
Cool. Go ahead.
And so in that you said 1,500 square feet?
Yes.
And then the outside will be how many square feet?
So we're looking at probably the equivalent of 1,500 square foot outdoor patio.
And then how many tables you expect to turn in that amount of time? Like how many tables in a restaurant in general?
The average ticket is probably the turnaround time is probably gonna be around hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. Because it's brunch, we know that people kind of tend to linger, but that's okay. We want you to.
And is that 1,500 square feet with the kitchen?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as you can tell, we will keep the schedule, so with all love and respect to our judges as well. So go ahead.
All right, next up we have Kristen and James Spence, owners of Love Raw Juice.
Hello. Hello, good evening. We are Kristen and James Spence, owners of Love Raw Juice. I've worked in the hair industry for over 30 plus years. James has also worked in the culinary industry for 30 plus years. We both were affected by the pandemic, and we had to transition from our comfortable positions to unknown waters. James went to work in direct contact with the public, And with both of our backgrounds, we know that gut health strength was paramount. So we did a little research and we found that celery juice would do the trick. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. James bought me a juicer and I started juicing. With that being said, he lost over 200 pounds and our daughter Michaela lost over 150 pounds. Our transformations got the attention from people near and far. We were invited to several farmers markets, all types of events. And with that being said, Love Raw Juice was birthed.
In 2020, we actually started the juicing process. 2021, our sales increased. 2022, we decided that we needed to create a firmer foundation. Our target markets are the health industries. We want to partner with those who are looking to maintain health. We are looking to partner also with those that are looking to maintain weight loss and also weight loss facilities. We've been offered a space in the Eastern Market location. Our products and services are juices currently, but we're looking to take the actual refuse from the juices and create other byproducts, such as skin and body. We're looking to create home and room fragrances, and also to partner with farmers who are looking to do organic farming and to use our juices, our juice refuse, as actual compost for the farming. When we initially started off, we started off making about $24,000. We increased in 2021. In 2022, again, as I said, we decided to digress and actually take some classes, get some business mentorings. And with all this put in place, by 2025, we project that we will be above $200,000 in actual revenue. The allocation of your $5,000 from RBC, we're looking to secure a professional logo, and you may contact us on the following social media platforms. You can reach us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, our Gmail, any local farmers market, and also we've been doing a lot of community events such as the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival.
Okay.
We thank you so much for your time and energy in this room, and hopefully at some point you had an opportunity to taste our juices.
Okay. Thank you. We'll take a couple of questions.
In the brick and mortar, is that where you're going to manufacture the juice, or is that a retail spot?
Thank you so much for the question. It will actually be both. We will actually have a production kitchen and also a retail outlet.
I'm curious about the projections for next year and that big leap of growth that you project. Tell us about that.
Yes, ma'am. So again, like I said, by us kind of digressing in 2022 to get this education that we needed, in 2023 we'll just kind of be hitting the ground again, running and putting those things in place so that we can actually speak to those different opportunities that have been made available to us. So once we kind of get that foundation in place, we'll then be able to really run full speed with that operation in the Eastern Market. And also we've been offered an opportunity on the Mack Avenue, between Grosse Pointe and the border of Detroit. So with those two locations, we'll be able to do production at a wider scale. And we're also looking to partner with a production facility to get our juices more shelf-stable.
Great. Thank you so much. I just want to mention a couple of things. We're now on the countdown. With less than 30 minutes or so, we're going to be concluding all of the presentations. So we got only 7 more left to go. And with 5 minutes each, we'll be more less than half an hour. We should be getting closer to the judges debriefing and seeing who will get additional $5,000 for their businesses. Christina.
Next up, we have Lisa Borum, owner of Yarn Nerds.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm happy to be here, guys. So good evening, my name is Lisa Borum, and I am the owner of Yarn Nerds, where our motto is unleashing creativity one stitch at a time. I have been knitting and crocheting for over 20 years. I'm still young, guys. And for the past 2 years, I've been a knitwear designer, designing knitwear such as sweaters, hats, scarves, and more. This year, I have landed design contracts with yarn brands such as Cascade Yarns, Knit Picks, Creative Fabrica, and one of my sweater designs will be featured in Radical Threads magazine's their 2023 issue. Now, with my passion for knitting and my passion for yarn, I decided to open up a yarn shop. Yarn Nerds Yarn Shop will be located in New Center, Detroit, where we will be the first yarn shop in this area. I have a love for this area because I recently purchased a home about 10 minutes away. I have a desire to build a knitting community that fosters togetherness and that brings more recreational activities to the city. Our yarn shop will offer our hand-dyed yarn, our own branded needlework accessories such as knitting needles, crochet hooks. We will have craft kits that will have everything in one kit for you to do a project. And we will also offer instructional classes. Now, this year alone, we have made with only our digital products over $2,000. The textile and yarn industry is valued at $11 billion, and yarn nerds want to tap into this market. By opening up our brick and mortar and adding these instructional classes and our physical products, our first year I project to make $70,000. By year 2, with increase in the classes and products, we project to make $100,000. By year 4, with a fully integrated website that sells our branded products online and in stores, we project to make $220,000. Now, research has shown that knitting can reduce stress and improve a person's mental agility. I want to have a place that people can go to better themselves, to relax and enjoy life. With the money from RBC, I will use it to trademark the name Yarn Nerds and work on our website. I want to thank you guys for your time. For more information about me and my business, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Yarn Nerds. For more information about my knitwear designs, you can find me at lsbcreates.com and at lsbcreates on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you so much for your time and for your vote for Yarn Nerds.
We'll take a couple of questions.
Do you think that, or how many jobs do you think you'll create with this store?
I believe I will create jobs for anyone, about 5 to 10 jobs.
Take maybe one more.
What square footage are you looking for in a location, and what additional products and services will you sell beyond to be able to make that make sense for 5 to 10 people that you'll be hiring for your location?
Okay. I am looking for about 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. We will also set, classes, workshops. We will do memberships. We will also have knitted items, crochet items, garments that we sell. And because it's a hand knitted or crochet item, the costs for those items are higher.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, next up is Crystal Dow, owner of Riley's Way.
Have you or someone you've known been teased as a child? I was about the texture of my natural hair. This left me feeling ashamed and disliking my awesome curls. There is a lack of acceptance and bullying that still exists today. Studies show that up to 54% of Black girls ages 10 to 15 were verbally teased about their natural hair starting early as preschool. This can cause them to have low self-esteem. I'm Crystal Dow, owner of Riley's Way. And it all started the summer of 2017 when my 5-year-old granddaughter told me she loved her hair. I decided that every black girl should feel the same. Now, teasing may never go away, but we can empower them with education, role models, and community. We introduce you to Riley, a fictional role model that is modeled after my granddaughter to encourage young black girls to embrace their natural hair and to grow into empowered career women. Our solutions are inspirational wearables like t-shirts, gifts, subscription boxes ranging from $13 to $55 to enhance their journey. We're not just an apparel brand though. We want to also encourage them with a community club, empowerment programs, and special events to support that, ranging from a nominal fee to $150. We also support the encouragement from families, and we offer $25 workshops and supportive wearables starting from $24 to $45. We are in touch with Durfee Innovation to test a brick and mortar that is next to a school that houses black girls K through 12 with natural hair. Marketing directly to the schools and surrounding communities will increase revenue, create pride, and provide jobs. Our pop-up sales between 2019 and 2021 was just above 2,500, but this year we will surpass that. But with the brick and mortar, website, subscriptions, more pop-ups, our empowerment programs, and ambassador programs, we project that Riley's Way will hit just above 73,000 by year 2025. When I win this $5,000, I will use it to enhance our brand identity and our marketing to clearly relay our mission to empower these girls. So to join us in the journey of creating positive black girls that love their natural hair, contact us and let's do this together.
Cool. We'll take a couple of questions from the judges.
Oh, good. Thank you for that. No, I have one. I think we have a couple here. Can you share with us a little bit more about your space needs and what you're looking to do when you open up in Durfee?
I'm sorry, say that again one time.
Can you share a little bit more about your space needs, like the size and what you're looking to do in the space and that you're looking at Durfee?
Okay, so right now we're looking at a small space, maybe 800 to 900 feet, just to test out our brick and mortar to see how it fares in this neighborhood. So it's a great space also in Durfee because we'll be able to house our big gala after our empowerment program when they're done with that. And then we are able to hold some classes in there as well.
Cool. You spoke about classes and workshops. Can you tell us more about what those would actually be?
Well,
and how they'll generate income as well.
It's they pay a nominal fee, and it's a program where we start off teaching them the history of their hair. We'll have different workshops with them braiding their hair. We'll have workshops for their parents that will actually come in and learn how to braid hair and care for their daughters or kids' natural hair.
Okay, thank you.
Next up, we have Jill Johnson, owner of Mink Me Pretty Furs.
Hi, my name is Jill Johnson, and I'm CEO, London Trained Furrier of Mink Me Pretty Furs. Our motto is you only get one chance to make a first impression. Detroit has a long history of furs. My history started Saturday night, Motown playing in the background, my parents are going out, and my dad would stop and say, honey, get your fur. Fast forward, Sunday morning, First lady sitting on the first pew, beautiful hat, beautiful fur. Let us not forget Aretha Franklin. She's been photographed many times and always in a beautiful fur. Did you know Trapper's Alley has a history of fur in the 1800s? Let us not forget the Supremes, always glamorous, always in a fur. Our customer wants to make a first impression, or they have a fur in their closet that's their grandmother's, and they always wanted to repurpose it. Or maybe they just appreciate the value of having a rental or a consignment fur. Now, the fur industry is a $4 billion industry, but there's no one teaching the art of fur. Make Me Pretty Furs wants to change the social economic value in our community. We want to train women in the art of fur. I had to attend a school in London to learn this art. It's highly profitable and it can change a life. Our training center will be at 1417 Van Dyke. This lovely building fits into my business model of 2 streams of income. Our milestones will include a grand opening at the beginning of 23, as well as a training center later in the year. Our financials. Now, personally, I believe in 7 streams of income. But we will have those 7 streams through e-commerce as well as rentals. What will I do with the $5,000? It will include retail build-out as well as marketing. Before your next event, please call Rent Me Pretty Furs. You can find us on all social media, and it's my pleasure to show you Make Me Pretty Furs. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your presentation with us today. Can you tell us more about the training facility or training opportunity? You said something about that.
Yes, I did. So I believe in sowing seed. Perhaps you've heard the reference several times. If we give back to our community, underserved women that have an art, the training will generate tens of thousands of dollars. If you take our grandmother's coat to a furrier, they're going to charge you anywhere from $700 to $1,500 to repurpose it. Imagine what you can do with that skill set. You can have a passion and not have the education. This passion can generate a change in our community.
Okay, maybe one more. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you more about the business model. So I understand that the training can lead to a life-changing income. Are the trainees employees of your business, and how does that all work? And kind of my other side of the question is, you mentioned several revenue streams, and you mentioned retail and rental. So could you tell us what some of the other revenue streams are?
I'm going to take the last question first. Okay. 7 streams of income. The business model includes 2 apartments. So Make Me Pretty Furs will not have that major overhead. So that's one of the reasons that retailers go under, is because of the large overhead. So we won't have that. That's actually going to be a revenue stream.
Okay.
It's in the heart of West Village. Income is very high for those properties. In addition to that, the revenue streams will come from e-commerce. We have Etsy, we have Pinterest, Amazon, eBay, Marketplace.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Christopher Dargan, owner of Adaptive Radiance.
Good evening, Detroit. My name is Chris Dargan, and I am the founder of Adaptive Radiance, the first experiential furniture store where you'll be able to go and manifest your dream home. What if I were to tell you that your home is not actually a house? Your chairs, your tables, your lamps, are actually manifestations of your emotions, your experiences, your thoughts, and aspirations. It's the process by which we bring something so sacred together, our home. But how can you do this online without ever touching a material? During COVID, like most people, I was forced to reimagine my home. My living room became my son's classroom. My backyard became where my wife and I would have date night. The problem is we couldn't move and expand our home, so we decided to buy some furniture and found out that process was terrible online. So we decided to do something about it. I put together a team and see if people were having the same experience. And what we found is that over 50% of furniture buyers want to go somewhere. They want to touch something where they can actually experience materials and have a customer-focused experience. Well, with my background in tech and my partner's background in manufacturing, we came up with a solution. That solution is Adaptive Radiance, Detroit's first experiential furniture store where customers will be able to walk through various rooms because we're set up like an actual house. And you can see what the furniture will look like up against walls and up against tight corners. Now, if you're anything like my mom, you're asking, okay, so what makes you different than the other 8 furniture stores in Detroit? Well, it's very simple, because we put you, the customer, at the center of the experience. When you come into a store, our trained consultants will sit down and help you to understand the colors and textures that fit with your lifestyle. And then from there, you can order through our app in the store or go home because your profile follows you. You'll be able to order at your convenience from the comfort of your home. As you can see from our projections, we come out the gate pretty strong. That's because for 2 main reasons. One, we're an e-commerce platform that runs 24/7 with national exposure. And 2, we project by our 3rd year, all 3 of our revenue streams will be in full swing, and we'll be able to expand operations and hire additional resources from the local community. With your $5,000 tonight, tomorrow morning, we're kicking off the launch of our social media campaign and doing stage 2 of our website. Once again, my name is Chris Dargan, the founder of Adaptive Radiance. Please follow us at adaptiveradiance.com and hashtag Adaptive Radiance on social media. We look forward to seeing you in the showroom and helping you to manifest your dream home. Thank you.
Thank you. Couple of questions?
I have a question. Based on your description, would you consider this high-end furniture or affordable?
We're like mid to high, like mid-luxury.
Do you have a price point for what mid-luxury is? That's kind of...
So I'll give you the picture of our ideal customer. So someone who has just purchased their first nice condo or their first nice home, and they're about sick of Wayfair, and they want to take the next step, that's us. But we're definitely not West Elm Restoration Hardware price point.
And do you have, what am I trying to say? So let's say somebody comes to your showroom, what amount of money might they spend to furnish their home? They want to look at one room, they want to do like a living room. What do you think they might spend on your website or through your, rotating home?
Well, that's dependent. Come on to the showroom and we'll show you. It depends.
Okay, go ahead, last comment, last question?
Yeah, I'm curious about the back end of this business model. Like, do you guys have to have a warehouse space as well as the showroom, or how does the inventory management work?
Absolutely, that's a great question. So I can't give you too much of the secret sauce, but essentially one of our revenue streams is also supporting like the staging community. So you won't be able to cash and carry at the store. There will be a shipment to your home. The warehouse will support the home staging community where they'll be able to cash and carry.
Okay.
So there is a warehouse component.
Thank you so much.
All right, next up is Teresa O'Brien. I'm going to try to get the whole name in there, Teresa. She's the owner of Genesis Therapeutic Massage and Wellness.
You are looking at what has become the common posture of our day. How does that affect you? I'm so glad that you ask. With every inch your head is forward, you add 10 pounds to its weight. This is what's happening on the inside. Good evening. I'm Teresa O'Brien, the owner of Genesis Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork. As part of my recovery from a sports injury and surgery, I was referred to a massage therapist. And that relationship literally changed my life. I took 22 years of my analytical and problem-solving skills from computers to the body. At Genesis, we believe two things. Wellness is an inside job, and two, that movement is the key to a long and healthy life. We have 3 R's in our process: reveal, release, restore, and re-educate. This process takes the client from assessment to treatment to suggested self-guided practices that will keep you in the structure in which we're trying to complete the journey. Who are my clients? All of you are. I really like to work with active people who are active in any type of sport, active in life. Post-surgical restorative work is also what I do for hip replacement, arm replacement, don't replace that, shoulder replacement, and knee replacements. The sports that I have been focusing on are tennis, cycling, and golf and runners. You're my clients. The current location that I have on East Grand Boulevard serves one client at a time. The new location in New Center, where I hope to stay, will allow me to expand, and hire more therapists, and include in the future, I am a curriculum and course writer for massage therapy. I want to get back to teaching, as well as hosting community wellness events. Massage therapy is an $18 billion industry, and in 2019, it experienced a 17.7% increase in the need for pain management, stress, and relaxation. In 2018, it experienced a 15.5% increase for post-surgical support by orthopedic surgeons. My projections are, when I started in 2017 as a solopreneur, I made $40,000, survived COVID, and recovered in 2022 with a projection of $90,000 with 1.5 therapists. I'm going to add conservatively a therapist until I get to 5 therapists, 2025, which would give me an income projection of $453,000. The $5,000 that I win this evening will be used for trademarking and an extensive marketing plan to make sure that I support all 5 of my therapists. I can be contacted on all social media, and I'm still old school. You can give a sister a call. Also, my website is very active and available. I thank you for your time, your listening, and your vote, and I hope to see you in my clinic tomorrow.
Maybe one question?
Okay, thank you for the presentation, great job. With the growth plan that you showed, you plan to hire folks, and I'm curious about the other therapists that you plan to bring in, if it's a employee relationship or a 1099 relationship, how would that work?
In the beginning, they will be 1099.
Okay.
My current therapist is also a 1099. So it'll be 1099 through a period, and then I will hire as I can.
Okay,
thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, last one. We have Helena Malaku, owner of Konjomi Ethiopian Cuisine.
Dish the fork and use your hands. It's all about energy connection with your food. Hello everyone, my name is Helena Malaku. I am the chef and owner of Konjomi, authentic Ethiopian cuisine. Konjo means beautiful. It represents your inner beauty in embracing your authentic self. I'm born and raised in Ethiopia, and I migrated to the United States with my family as a teenager. Living in Detroit, I noticed the gap in African cuisine, authentic African cuisine, as well as healthy food options. I wanted to bring Black people back to their ancestral palates, also share it with everyone, so I established Gondromi in 2020. Gondromi offers meat and vegan options. We have a large selection of vegan food, and all our produce are locally sourced, and we use halal meat. The base of Ethiopian food is called injera. Injera is a thin, flat bread made from an ancient grain called teff. And the best part about this is that you use your hands to eat the food. In 2021, we started doing pop-ups by educating Detroiters about Ethiopian cuisine as well as Ethiopian culture. We also launched our packaged Ethiopian coffee and spices, which we currently have available in 5 different stores. And we recently just signed a vendor agreement with Meyer at Rivertown on East Jefferson. We did 400 pop-ups and served over 5,000 people. We also added coffee ceremonies as well as cooking workshops, which gained traction on our social media, as well as television, Fox 2, Channel 7. We've been featured on different magazines and have done several speaking engagements. So far, we have 36,000 views and 24 different articles. In 2021, when we first started doing pop-ups, we generated $25,000 in sale. And this year, year to date, we have made $76,000 in sales, and we project to finish the year with $100,000. In 2023, when we open our location, we're projecting $250,000 in sales with an 8% increase over the years. We recently signed a letter of intent with Urge and Namdi's for a new development in Woodbridge, Detroit, which will be located on 3820 Grand River. This new development will house 30 apartment units upstairs and will be located downstairs, and our location is going to be 1,600 square foot. And this will be one of the many restaurants we're going to have. Now, with your help, the $5,000 will go towards trademarking our logo, and the remaining will go towards legal and marketing our new location for 2023. Make sure you follow us on social media and come to our next pop-up this Sunday at Frame, where eating with your hands is required. Thank you very much.
We can take a couple of questions.
In your restaurant, 1,600 square feet, what is the capacity?
So it's going to be 55 seating, and our average ticket is $22. With a 2-hour table turn, we're averaging about $6,050 per day. And we also have catering, packaged coffee and spices, different workshop that we'll be hosting as well. Thank you.
One more question, go.
Yeah, right now you're generating revenue straight from pop-ups, and that's it, or?
So it's from pop-ups, coffee and spices sales. We just started recently doing Ethiopian coffee ceremonies, cultural ones, as well as cooking workshops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so what happens next? First, I want to just take a minute and say, wow. Thank you, entrepreneurs, for putting all your effort, your time, your energy, and for watching you for the last 12 weeks, Christina, Carrie, and I, and the rest of the team at TechTown, and all the supporters. Wow, and thank you. For those who are watching us at home, we're going to take a few minutes to go deliberate between the judges to see who would they like to give. In case you don't know, we have $5,000 awards that 5 people will walk away with it, and we have $1,000 award that you could actually contribute your vote to. So for those who are in this room, you can see QRs everywhere, and I think it's going to show up on the big screen in a few. Take it and make sure that you vote for whoever you'd like. It will be open for a few minutes, and then we're going to close it, and then we'll announce the winners of those additional funds once we come back. So we'll take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we'll be right back. For those who are here, please go back and enjoy more food and more drinks, and we'll be right back after 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
I need like a whole 5 to finish this.
I know. I don't think we have the
It is freezing in here.
Oh,
He's coming.
I can't.
Yeah, we can leave the judges like you said.
Are we going somewhere else?
Yeah, we're supposed to.
And then it was so warm earlier, and I went for a walk, and I was like, oh, why did I wear this sweater? And I was like,
Retail Boot Camp was a phenomenal introduction to, from A to Z, how to navigate, thinking about everything from our brand all the way to all the nooks and crannies and nuances of getting an actual brick and mortar location open.
TechTown within itself is a melting pot of resources that I think a lot of Detroiters in the city don't know that they have access to. Just a click away, you can talk in 25 minutes about any function in your business that you're trying to get guidance about.
Just being a part of the retail bootcamp cohort just gives you an instant community. So like the people that I graduated with, we still talk today. Some of them are having a grand opening soon, and we all still support each other. So retail bootcamp is, I would say it's really helped my business just through exposure, building friends within the program, and refining my business model.
The program has learned from each subsequent class, and it's made it richer and I think more engaging and more useful. And inevitably, when you participate in that, you can develop a cohort of people where you have a shared experience with one another, and they end up being your support system.
Learning about legal, about design, inventory, those things were so important that I didn't really put that much thought into it when I thought, oh, I can just open my business and put my product in the store. No.
I learned a lot about how to zone my building and my business, so I had to rezone my vintage clothing store for secondhand goods, and it involved 2 court hearings and about $6,000 from the city. And actually, Retail Bootcamp was the first place where they really taught me, hey, this is going to be a process that you have to deal with specifically in the city of Detroit, really nowhere else. And they helped me every step of the way.
There was a time where I had a gap in my funding. There was a time where I needed to get a building permit. There was a time where I needed a letter drafted. There was a time where I needed a mailbox. When I didn't know, I know that the people that were teaching my class, they were either, if they weren't a phone call away, they were an email away.
Having the one-on-one meetings with my mentor, just being able to release or just to talk over things, those were, like, I have to say, key just to help you during those times when you want to give up or you just feel like it's not going to work, and just to cheer you on and keep you going. So that was really important.
The most important thing I learned in Retail Bootcamp is that you must delegate, but also you must be informed about every function of your business. So there may be those tasks like accounting that you probably have no knowledge and background about, but it's important to know those numbers so that you can talk to those numbers as the business owner.
Kind of learned too about what it takes to open an actual retail storefront. Fixed costs, and it's more than just having a product. It's about actually location. Location plays a part too.
Learning to reach out for those gaps that you don't quite have figured out yet, and looking to people that actually have expertise in that area has taught me a lot. It's okay that you don't know it, just know where to get the answer.
When you need people that really provide objective feedback and challenge you, and that's what Retail Bootcamp really did for me. It's almost like a family, and you really have people that's in your corner that you can ask questions about with, but also people are going through the journey just as well as you are.
The resources, the knowledge, and the network was immeasurable. And I thank TechTown and Retail Bootcamp for that.
Retail Boot Camp was a phenomenal introduction to, from A to Z, how to navigate thinking about everything from our brand all the way to all the nooks and crannies and nuances of getting an actual brick and mortar location open.
TechTown within itself is a melting pot of resources that I think a lot of Detroiters in the city don't know that they have access to. Just a click away, you can talk in 25 minutes about any function in your business that you're trying to get guidance about.
Just being a part of the Retail Bootcamp cohort just gives you an instant community. So like the people that I graduated with, we still talk today. Some of them are having a grand opening soon, and we all still support each other. So Retail Bootcamp is, I would say it's really helped my business just through exposure, building friends within the program, and refining my business model.
The program has learned from each subsequent class, and it's made it richer and I think more engaging and more useful. And inevitably, when you participate in that, you can develop a cohort of people where you have a shared experience with one another, and they end up being your support system.
Learning about legal, about design, inventory, those things were so important that I didn't really put that much thought into it when I thought, oh, I can just open my business and put my product in the store. No.
I learned a lot about how to zone my building and my business, so I had to rezone my vintage clothing store for secondhand goods, and it involved 2 court hearings and about $6,000 from the city. And actually, Retail Bootcamp was the first place where they really taught me, hey, this is going to be a process that you have to deal with specifically in the city of Detroit, really nowhere else. And they helped me every step of the way.
There was a time where I had a gap in my funding. There was a time where I needed to get a building permit. There was a time where I needed a letter drafted. There was a time where I needed a mailbox. When I didn't know, I know that the people that were teaching my class, they were either, if they weren't a phone call away, they were an email away.
Having the one-on-one meetings with my mentor, just being able to release or just to talk over things, those were, like, I have to say, key just to help you during those times when you want to give up or you just feel like it's not going to work, and just to cheer you on and keep you going. So that was really important.
The most important thing I learned in Retail Bootcamp is that you must delegate, but also you must be informed about every function of your business. So there may be those tasks like accounting that you probably have no knowledge and background about, but it's important to know those numbers so that you can talk to those numbers as the business owner.
Kind of learned too about what it takes to open an actual retail storefront. Fixed costs, and it's more than just having a product. It's about actually location. Location plays a part too.
Learning to reach out for those gaps that you don't quite have figured out yet, and looking to people that actually have expertise in that area has taught me a lot. It's okay that you don't know it, just know where to get the answer.
You need people that really provide objective feedback and challenge you, and that's what Retail Bootcamp really did for me. It's almost like a family, and you really have people that's in your corner that you can ask questions about with, but also people are going through the journey just as well as you are.
The resources, the knowledge, and the network was immeasurable. And I thank TechTown and Retail Bootcamp for that.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. This is exciting time. Before we hand out the checks, I want to mention a couple of things. One, it's always awesome to watch the judges really struggle to give the checks to the people who gets it. And I want to mention that because a lot of times you think, I didn't get it. Well, whether you got it or you didn't get it, just know that you were a winner because they were talking about you in that room, trying to figure out who would get the most out of it. So congratulations for that. Our goal from the program is always to make sure that the judges struggle to who to give the money to, and that's always awesome to watch when it happens. So with that, we have five people who will get $5,000 each in additional funding, and then one person will get $1,000 because of the people choice. You helped make that happen, so thank you for your votes. And with that, we'll start handing the checks. So we'll start with Aaron. You want to come on up? And by the way, the judges did not really, they're handing checks not because they're like one or the other. It's just, we just want them to be part of the process. So when they call your name, please come on up to get $5,000. And for when we're done, we're going to be done after this. A couple of things. One, I would like to all the RBC to come on the stage for a quick photo, just really quick. We'll do a selfie with everyone else, and then we'll conclude with a few remarks at the end. So, you want to announce who's getting it?
I would like to congratulate Yarn Nerds.
Okay, the next one. Who's going to hand it? SP? SP, come on.
I would like to congratulate Kathy English from A Lot of Lots.
You gotta move fast. I'm sorry. Let's go. Okay. Who's going to hand the third one? Yeah, come on.
Hello, and I'm pleased to present this to Genesis Therapeutic Massage.
And the next $5,000 check is to Conjo Me.
Okay, our last $5,000 check is actually the facilitator's choice. So we as a team look for who has put in the most effort, who has grown the most, who has come the farthest, who has taken advantage of every resource and opportunity they've had in the last 12 weeks. And our winner is the Damage Zone.
And then is Carrie going to come in? And then we have Carrie, who is also a facilitator for the program. She's going to join us on Zoom. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here in person, but we couldn't do this without her. So we're Zooming her in so she could announce the people choice.
Hi, you guys. This is so exciting. I'm sorry I can't be there tonight, but I've been watching the whole time, and I've been watching the votes come in for People's Choice, and the People's Choice winner is the Damage Zone with the most votes.
Okay. Okay. I just want to take this moment to say thank you for every single one of you for being here with us. We have a full house here, and I know we had lots of people watching us online, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, we want to thank all the people who are on the stage and the ones who are sitting, because I could tell you, it was a struggle for every single person to choose the people who could walk away with this extra cash. And you know that you are all winners. And on behalf of the Retail Bootcamp team entirely, Christina, Carrie, Latrice, and everyone else behind the scene, behind TechTown. As a matter of fact, we do have a lot of TechTown people here today. And you might not know, but they work behind the scene, from like Michelle. Where's Michelle? Raise your hand. Here we go, Michelle. Who's, without her, none of this would have happened. And there are so many people from the development team which basically help us raise funds so that we can make this accessible and available for everyone. I couldn't thank every single person because we'll be here for the next 2 hours just thanking every single one of them. So I just want to say thank you for the entire TechTown team. Everyone, thank you for being here. Everyone, thank you for being with us as well. Have a great day. Till next cohort, next year. See you then. Can you guys all come up? All retail boot campers, come to the quick photo.